What is going on, everyone? Welcome back to another video here today on the channel. And today we have several clips of women over the age of 40. They are trying to get back out there and date, and they just keep messing up and they don't know why, and they give each other advice and they just can't seem to follow it. They just don't know if the issue is with the men they're choosing, or that they just keep falling back into the same bad habits and the same bad mistakes. But we are going to get into all of that. So welcome. If you would like the video, I am on the road to 1,000 subscribers. So if you are not subscribed, if you could please subscribe, and let's go ahead and get into the video. And hey, my name is Ratboy. Let's get into it.
Hey, you did a good job in there, man.
Thank you.
Did you ever see that movie, Clash of the Titans?
Oh, with the Greek mythology and stuff. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't want to sound like a nothing, but I think unicorns are kick-ass.
Obviously, I was asked on a dating app why I'm still single, and obviously I'm a walking red flag. But aside from that, I'm single because I refuse to accept less than I deserve, and I refuse anything less than reciprocal effort. I would rather be single for the rest of my days than get in another unhealthy, toxic relationship. Because while I may not have been single physically, I was single emotionally and mentally. I was sad, I was depressed, I was anxious all the time, I was always walking on eggshells. I didn't know my worth yet, and whatever confidence I had going into this relationship was completely depleted by this person. Toxic people will do that. They'll suck you dry. And that is not love. That is absolutely not love. My happiness and being fulfilled in life is not dependent on another person. I want someone to add value to my life, and I want to add value to their life, not take it away. I'd rather be single and alone and happy than in a relationship and alone, because only one of those is truly lonely. Also, don't you love my haircut? I was asked on a date.
Women.
And with this video is very interesting to me because women like this, as soon as they get into a relationship and they realize that it's not all warm and fuzzy feelings, once they actually get into a relationship, they are the first one to call man toxic, and then they will become defensive. And it's just a bad idea to into relationships with women that talk like this. Even if they're younger, even if they're in their 20s, you don't want to involve a woman that talks like in this manner. You understand what I'm saying? And a lot of guys out there will understand what I'm talking about. There's a bad cycle. I don't know what has to happen to fix this, but I've seen it too many times and it never ends up good. They seem sweet at first, sure, but I can only imagine that once they hit this age, once they get over the age of 40 and their options really start to dry up, I think that they get a lot worse with this type of behavior. So I would definitely say absolutely stay single, work on yourself in whatever way you're doing that, probably with a bunch of cats, and leave these men alone. Get off the dating apps.
Can you tell us how to get a boyfriend if you've had one? Can you drop any tips and tricks? Thank you.
Okay, let's do this. Okay, so I was single for a really long time. I'm only in my first relationship and I'm 31, just to preface. Also, my little relationships in high school, I don't count those. And all the situationships, I don't really count those either. Okay, so first, the one that I've seen the most often is joining a running club. I know people are like, oh no, I don't exercise. Honestly, you can literally walk or fast walk, but the amount of single people, they're really good for networking for jobs as well. I personally went to Equinox and took a bunch of classes. Okay, tip number 2, literally go to any dog park. You will find some of the hottest people in your city at a freaking dog park, especially if you're an animal lover. Literally checkbox. That was my third credential. Number 3, go to coffee shops. I know people are trying to save money, but honestly, I've met so many people in my neighborhood through coffee shops. Okay, my third tip is go to seminars. Sign up for seminars. Meet at bars or in real life. I met a guy who was British and we hit it off, and then we became friends on Instagram. So hot. Talk. Or sometimes you can sign up to be a talker on these panels. Okay, so another thing is I used to go to concerts alone. And I'm not saying big concerts all the time. I went to a big concert by myself at the Forum in LA. Open mic nights are really intimate and I made a lot of friends that way. Okay, last thing is I would take a class. I met a guy through one time, but I don't know, just like something like fun like that, that like piques your interest. There's probably alcohol at the
Why
end.
is everyone so stupid? Why aren't more people intelligent like me?
So this chick just talked for 5 minutes about random places. I'm gonna edit that entire video because it's just sometimes these women, they can just drone on and it just doesn't. I'm gonna squeeze that 5-minute video into like 45 seconds or something, because that is ridiculous. You shouldn't have to talk that much to get out what three points. But anyway, what was I saying? So this is exactly what I do, what she's saying, except she didn't mention the gym, which I find is very concerning. That's like easiest place. The first thing she mentions is a running club. It's like, what? Running club? You say so. Climbing club? Any of you guys have a climbing club you can join? This is like the best way to interact with people outside of your home, outside of your work. Join something that interests you. Sure, why not? I don't know why the video had to be 5 minutes. That's unnecessary, but
ladies, we have to do better. When a man doesn't call you back, text you back, or get back to you, it is because he has chosen not to. He has not forgotten. He has not gotten busy. He was not at work. It is because it was a choice. Listen. All right, this is from a man that I know. He shared these with me. A woman texted him, "Good morning. You've been on my mind." She texts out the blue. He's like, "What's going on? What's the question?" She wants to know. "What are you talking about? I stopped talking to you back in November and tried to let you know why I was just really upset. I just left." He hasn't spoken to you. He didn't even notice you were gone. Let me continue. She then goes on to explain how he never reaches back out. She attempted to reconnect with him, and she's still apologizing for not showing up for him. She even said, "You didn't call me. I felt unseen and unheard. But for me, there was still a lack of care. I should have talked to you about it." No, honey, you shouldn't have talked to anybody about it. He was showing you everything. He was not interested. And yet you are making excuses on why you all should have still been talking. Women, let them go. He never responded to any of these messages, by the way. This is the end of the conversation. If a man has not called you back, has not texted you back, or said anything, let him go. He hasn't forgotten. No need to follow up. Let's not circle back anymore.
this is really funny coming from a 45, almost 50-year-old woman telling another woman to not go after the Chads, because these women are going to go after them. They're going to send these. So these women will send these men these long texts about, "Oh, well, you ghosted me, but I apologize. I should have done better." This is a Chad she's chatting with, for sure. Normal dudes don't get text messages like this. They don't get the wall of text, very rarely. I've gotten a few, and it's just cringy. It's a cringy situation. No wonder he didn't text you back. Look at all this. This is not good. This is what online dating does. It rots the brain of these women. And then you have this post-wall dating text message guru, whatever you want to call her. She's trying to give advice. Like, we already know this. We know not to send the big wall of text. Doesn't matter. He's not interested. He pumped and dumped and he's done. He got what he needed. One date is all he needed. He didn't need any more. Okay? This isn't one of those situations where you just have the same, and like this dude, these Chads, they have to have multiple different women every day. They can't have the same 40-year-old dusty woman that multiple kids, multiple grandkids, multiple cats, been married a few times, stole the house from the husband. Guys don't like all this stuff. But look at this. This is interesting. She's got these messages going on at 9 a.m. Who are you thinking about at 9 a.m.? He clocked into work. She's like, "Man, I sure do miss Chad. I'm going to send him a text message right now." These women, that's all they think about. All the while, there's probably 20, 30 other actual dudes that would give her a chance, that would actually treat her right, just in her DMs. She could care less about those dudes. They don't matter. They're not Chad. They're not the dude that pumped and dumped her months before, and now she's trying to reach back out to get a little taste of how that was again. It made her feel a certain way, and she wants it again. You can't blame these women for going after what they want. But once they hit 45, 50, and they start complaining about it, that's where it gets kind of sad. Get you a cat. You already have your husband's house, so you're good there. Your ex-husband's house. You keep that. Have your cat up in there, and you're good. You got Uber Eats, Grubhub, you can get food delivered, you don't have to cook, you're good to go. These women have it made. Stay single, you deserve the best. You need to wait for that man. But anyway, that is going to be the end of today's video. Let me know what you think. Subscribe. I am on the road to 1,000 subscribers, so if you could subscribe, that would be awesome, and I will catch you guys later. Rat boy.